Hello friends, Techman Pat here. Today we're checking out the new TP-Link Tapo H500 Smart Home Hub. Right underneath here. It's a Toblerone shaped little brain that promises to be your all-in-one DVR and smart home command center for everything in the Tapo world. Now, the idea here is simple. Fix flaky SD cards, ditch cloud fees, and bring all your security cameras and smart home devices together in one box. Let's see if it achieved it. If you enjoyed this video, tap the like button and subscribe. Let's jump straight in. Design-wise, the H500 looks like something you'd expect to find in a laboratory. A clean triangular prism that has vents on the sides and a fold-out little flap that doubles as a tablet and screen stand. On top, there are buttons for intercom calls, and around the back, you've got your DC power jack, Ethernet port, HDMI out, that's the way this screen is working, and both USB-A and USB-C ports, so you can power a tablet straight from it. Then one side pops open to reveal a drive bay for a 2.5-inch SATA HDD, or this one, SSD. And yes, it supports up to 16 terabytes of storage. That's thousands of hours of 4K footage without needing a subscription, a word a lot of people dislike. Now, setting it up is dead simple. Plug it in, open the Tapo app, and follow the prompts. Even if you're new to the TP-Link ecosystem, you'll have it online in minutes. Once it's up and running, it becomes the heart of your Tapo setup, pulling together all the cameras and sensors while cutting out the cloud middleman. Now, the big feature here is how it acts as a local NVR for wireless cameras. It can support up to 16 Tapo cameras and 64 sensors, all connected over your home Wi-Fi, meaning no more running Ethernet or coax cables through the walls back to the central unit. You still get that full DVR experience, recording either continuously or on motion, and you can store footage on the built-in 16 gigs of flash storage, or of course your own hard drive. There are no monthly fees, no surprise charges, and no cloud dependence. It also fixes one of the most annoying things about wireless cameras: those unreliable SD cards that always seem to fail when something actually happens. Because usually people buy pretty cheap ones for $5, $6, $10, not the more expensive reliable ones. What I really like about the H500, it gives you full control over that footage. While other brands like Arlo or Ring keep charging you for the privilege of storing your own video, TP-Link lets you buy once and you're done. All your data stays at home fully encrypted, so nothing ends up floating around the cloud. Over time, that can save you hundreds compared to subscription plans. But it's not just storage. The H500 is also a proper smart home brain. It's of course Matter enabled, which is great, and this means it can connect not just to your Tapo devices, but also other brands that play nice with Matter. You can set up automations like if the door opens after dark, sound the siren, or turn on the lights. And because it has built-in speaker, it can also act as a doorbell chime or blast a 110 decibel alarm when needed. It even adds artificial intelligence directly into the hub, giving older cameras new tricks. It can recognize faces, pets, or vehicles across up to 6 cameras at once, so your existing setup suddenly becomes a lot smarter without buying new gear. And of course, it works with Alexa, Google, and Apple Home through Matter for sensors, giving you cross-platform flexibility. Now, that flap at the front, as you saw, holds up an iPad or a screen like this. Now, this is just a dumb screen, it's not a touch screen, but you can prop up an iPad or Android tablet and have it as a permanent control center for your home. It actually acts as an app or touch screen that has all this information on there with more options. So you can turn on the lights on from the buttons. Now, the way I've been using it is having it via HDMI out here and powering this screen here, so I can just view the cameras live. Now, the Tapo app can show all 16 cameras if you prefer, but the HDMI output here is limited to 4. And if you have a camera that is battery powered, it will be blank until there is motion. And so with the USB power that's provided, whether it's USB-A and C, you have yourself a mini security command room without much more effort. It's all in one box. Now, in terms of replacing a traditional wired system, this thing gets pretty close. Think of it as a wireless NVR, no drilling holes, no climbing through roof cavities with cables. Just mount your Wi-Fi cameras, power them up, and the H500 handles the rest. It connects to your router with one cable, but everything else stays wireless. It can do wireless, but I would suggest to get the most out of it to connect it via the Ethernet port. You can still monitor everything in real time on your tablet or on your app. This doesn't take away from what you can do on the app. Of course, nothing is perfect, so let's talk about the trade-offs. The H500 only works with TP-Link Tapo devices for now. There's talk of the own NVIF support coming later, but if you're hoping to connect random third-party cameras, that's not an option yet. And the Hub's AR feature also tops out at the 6 cameras as mentioned. So if you have more than that, you'll need to pick which ones get the smart treatment. And it doesn't support NVMe drives, only standard SATA ones, which means grab a few older ones out of the cupboard. And because there's no cooling fan, it can get pretty toasty under load, unfortunately, so keep it somewhere with good ventilation. But you notice the Matter support, right? It's still unfortunately limited to sensors and smart home accessories, not the cameras themselves. And while it's an excellent local recorder, it's not a fully professional NVR. If you need complex ONVIF compatibility or constant 24/7 mainstream recording for dozens of cameras, this might feel a little bit limited, but because this channel is all about home consumer electronic goods, this is perfect for the average home. And so after living with it for quite a few weeks, here's my verdict. If you're already deep in the Tapo ecosystem, this is absolutely a no-brainer. And it provides real intelligence for cameras, reliable storage, and a nice feeling of not paying a subscription every month just to see your own damn driveway. Now it brings all your cameras and sensors together under one hub, which is great. And if you have an iPad, an old one, doesn't have to be new, connected here, you can also use it as a control hub. But if you're new to Tapo, I would only buy this if you're also going with a full bore setup of Tapo cameras. If you only have one camera, this system really isn't for you. Yet. If you're coming from a wired DVR system, this gives you that same experience, that constant recording, the instant playback because it's connected by Ethernet, and of course live monitoring if you connect it up to HDMI, but without the mess of cables running throughout your house. The product feels like a long time coming for TP-Link. I've actually been surprised it wasn't released earlier. I think it was overdue, and being so consumer friendly, it ticks so many boxes. I'm really impressed that it's finally out, a solution to sort of bring everything together. And that's the ecosystem that TP-Link is going for. Options, consumer-friendly options, which is great. So thanks again to TP-Link for sending the H500 for review, and thanks to you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, leave a comment with your thoughts, of course, and subscribe if you want to see more real-world tech reviews like this. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye! Bye, Miss American Pie.